Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everybody around the world. Welcome back to another One Piece video featuring your girl, Reiju. Get ready for a very, very spicy deck profile featuring OP07 here on the channel, and which I'm very excited to bring to you guys. Let alone, this is one of those leaders in which we don't really dive into all too much, due to the fact that she has limited capabilities when it comes to deck building. I know that's a downside for a lot of people, but at the end of the day, the deck is still beyond fun. We have gained access to some new cards, not directly tied to Vinsmoke, but tied to Foxxy, which it helps the deck, but they also brick the deck. But at the same time, they benefit you in different ways in which you probably aren't considering running, but you should. Whereas when it comes to Porche here, on play, you don -1, right? You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, you look for a Foxy Pirate, which we don't run that many in the deck. So, that means you are going to whiff quite often. But when you do land, i.e. into Chopper, or into Gina, depending on what you guys are running here, you have the ability to play a character that's purple, with 4,000 power or less on the field for free. So, i.e. your Vinsmoke ETG here, you can play Niji as well, or you can play Reiju down for free, which is nice. And then you can go ahead and kick their abilities off by using their ability if you have them in trash or in hand, right? Which is pretty cool. This is the only reason why this card would make a choice or selection to be in this deck, is because it does have synergies with the way the deck works. It's a Foxy Pirate, so we do whiff quite a bit when it comes to searches. And we're talking about, if we're using Germa 66, we're talking about using Germa Kingdom. There are going to be times where we draw into these, or like things like Kaya or Pudding, and we don't really want to whiff all too much when it comes to this deck. We want to get select amount of cards in trash to do our abilities, to make sure we can get characters on board and go for faces, right? Now, this has always been the problem with this deck. When it whiffs, there's not much you can do. But when you do hit the cards you actually need, it feels great. Being able to always see this in trash, or always see this in trash to play off, the little one's abilities to do the thing, it gives you a ridiculous amount of value. But to hit the stage, see a Sanji, a Chopper, and a Porche in your searches, it feels really, really bad. So we're going to talk about that real quick before we dive into some games today, and I'm going to show you guys a different variation of this deck at the end of the video, as we normally do here on the channel. But there are some cards here I want to talk about real fast before we dive into today's games, which you probably don't run in your Reiju's decks. I want you to consider them for numerous reasons. And that card is Black Bug. This is one of those cards in which you guys did not see a lot of play in previous Reiju variations. Some decks were running this card, some weren't. It is a very strong card right now in the current metagame, considering the fact that every black deck and their brother, Rob Lucci, Gecko Moria, Black Yellow Luffy, they all have access to one very difficult card that we have to deal with right now. And I think everybody knows what that is. But if you don't, of course, it's Sabo. This is a 5-cost blocker, allows your opponent to draw 2, trash 2, allows them to cycle, get the removal, and what they need. Let alone it makes their board unkillable by KO effects, which is really, really strong. Therefore, you need something to remove Sabo and or other threats on board that doesn't necessarily KO them, but just remove them from play, which Black Bug allows you to do that. This hits Sabo if you are at equal or less Dawn than your opponent, which you should normally be, considering we are playing Reiju. So this allows you to remove Sabo, remove Borsalino, remove the Cavendishes from Bonnie. You know what I mean? All the important cards, Black Bug has you covered. But we are only running 2 in the deck, due to the fact that I don't want to search this out with Germa 66 unless I absolutely need it. I don't want to see this on, German Kingdom search when I'm looking for ETGs or what have you. So if I go 4 of these, the odds of me seeing this over something else that are key pieces of winning a game go up substantially, excuse me, English is hard. But in any case, 2 is nice. Just being able to remove a Sabo from a Black Yellow Luffy player can be detrimental, especially when they're only going to just, play it again next turn. So instead, you can just bottom deck it. Now the other card that is in this deck that we've gained access to in OP07 is Sanji. Sanji is not even smoke, at least not by this flavor of text, but at the end of the day, he is a 6 cost that you can cheat out if you have 2 or fewer Dawn than your opponent, which you can do as Reiju. It's just, it's not searchable. So you do brick a lot, considering you guys run the Kaya, the Sanjis, the Chopper, the Porche. These are all non-Vinsmoke characters in this deck, so you will be whiffing. Now, in this particular list, there have been some changes made to the final products of this deck, and I will showcase that and talk about it at the end of the video. But for those of you guys who do not have access to them, the reason why we run this Sanji here is because the other Sanji, which is the better one, is going to be this one here, which comes as a promo as Party Pirates. So you have to go out to locals, make sure you're in the event to actually get a chance of getting a copy of these. And for a lot of people, this isn't regularly available. You guys may not have a locals nearby. You guys may have to drive a couple hours away to go to a locals that participated in this event. So the only other way to get this is by trading with, your fellow community members, and or purchasing them off a TCG player, which I think right now they're like $11 a pop. So in any case, until you guys can get your hands on these or you have them readily available to you, Sanji will be the replacement. Now keep in mind though, again, this isn't searchable. This one is Vinsmoke German Kingdom. They're both 2Ks. We use them for the exact same thing, just a 2K counter. This one will give you guys more consistency in your deck, so do keep that in mind. But for right now, we are going to run this list today and see what we can cook up. And at the end of the video, I'll show you guys the final version of this deck, and you guys can make your assumptions, your tweaks, and all that sort of thing down in the comments below. Let everybody else know what you're running when it comes to Reiju. Let's dive into a bunch of games today. See you guys in a split second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to dive into a bunch of games today. Coming at you guys with Reiju playing into Perona. And no, I am not sick. My allergies are just kicking my butt today. I don't know what it is. It rained all day today. We had a nice little thunderstorm and they just started up. I'm not sure what's going on. In any case, hopefully they go by tomorrow and we can get back into regular content. This video was supposed to be done yesterday, but I couldn't actually work on it due to I sounded worse than I do today. So hopefully tomorrow we go back to our regular self, and then we can just keep pumping out content. I am already working on another video in which you guys should see after this one, so probably tomorrow, I hope, maybe, depending on how I sound. We're gonna be playing with, I'm not going to spoil it, actually, never mind. But let's just say it's one of our favorite characters in One Piece. He's coming up next. But overall, let's dive back into this game here, see what we can do against this Perona. We did end up getting a black bug off our first life, which should be pretty strong here. Here comes Ryuma. That way we can deal with Ryuma and Borsalino in the early game, and Kuzan if this Perona runs Kuzan here. Because I think Kuzan will be pretty difficult to deal with otherwise. She's not really going to attack with it unless she absolutely has to remove something on board, so being able to use Black Bug to just remove it is going to be pretty good. Now, we could, this is probably just the better play, just to get back down ETG and go for another 7k to face. They do run with a lot of dead cards, be it that the Ryuma has no counter. They're looking to save their small bodies on board or in hands to actually use samurai effects and all that sort of thing. So this might be beneficial for us to just keep pressuring. We got a 6 and a 7k swing in there, so it's pretty good. Alright, so this is dead again. Yep. That's the second Ryuma. 2 Dawn active, so samurai. Yep, sure. Goes 5. We'll counter this as well. Oops. That's my fault, man. I didn't notice they attached the Dawn to it. Oh well. It be what it be. Alright, so we can actually discard either the stage or the Niji here. Oh, okay. We'll take it. This could possibly be game, depending on what's in the hand here. We have 5k counter, 2 life left. Let's risk it. Let's go 7. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad, right? We could Black Bug to remove a Ryuma here. This could be a very, very good play. And then next turn we play down Ichiji, but I want to go Pressure. Nice, another 2K counter. We'll survive, we'll survive. Go 7 lead, pass it up. I don't necessarily care about the Ryumas on this board state. They only have 2 attackers, plus the leader. I'm glad we decided to hold on to the Black Bug here too. 4 Dawn active. They generally don't run with Rebecca in this deck, but some lists do. Cool, never mind. So 1 blocker. Got quite a bit in hand here for counter. I think our best play will be to just bottom deck the Sabo with Black Bug and then just go all out. We have to guard this. This needs to survive, otherwise we can't win the game. Alright, 6 lead. I mean, we can Black Bug a Ryuma here, which isn't too bad. I don't think it really matters, because if we don't win this turn, we lose game anyway, so. 7 Dawn. Let's get rid of this. I guess we'll take another Ichiji here. Can't really do anything else. We'll bot deck this. And hopefully they don't have enough counter power. Go 5 with leader here. 10k? Nice. Let's go, boys. Not bad, not bad. Well played. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep them coming rapid fire. I'm feeling pretty good after the Perona win. But although it still was a tough game, they have a ridiculous amount of removal and card draw. So I think our searches were actually really, really good in that game. Whereas we probably won't be so lucky in every other one. Let's be honest, we are playing Reiju. Speaking of searches, I guess we'll take the 2K counter. This could get us back in Ichiji later on, which Anel is probably going to kill with like Gidetsu or whatever. Or Luffy, I guess. Go ahead, go 8. You know you're going to. You got it. Cool, we got a Porche here as well. Let's go ahead and drop this on board. Can we get lucky? Oh, this is terrible. I should have staged first, I guess. Wow, that's bad. And welcome to running Foxy Pirates, boys and girls. Things like that do happen. Let's go ahead and hit stage. We'll trash stage. Nothing here worth grabbing besides the 2K. And we'll pass turn here. I don't want to attack yet. I want him to contemplate on dropping, what's it called, Kingdom Come to kill the Ichiji or whatever. Maybe he'll drop a Thunderbolt or no? Okay. Just goes 10. You got it. Thankfully, we still have a win condition. We bottom decked 3 Ichijis. We got 1 off life. We're still chilling. We're still in this game. If we did not see that card, or if we weren't going to see that card this game, we definitely don't have a win con. So, why on earth would you Luffy that instead of Luffy in the Ichiji? Did I miss something? Unless he has Kingdom Come in hands, and he's waiting for me to transform before he kills it. But joke's on him. We'll go 5. Wow. Can you stop getting triggers here? We'll play down Pudding. We'll pass turnover after we go ahead and level up. Do the thing, draw a card, and minus that. Alright. So unless he had Kingdom Come in hands, or he was ready for it, or you get it off the Pudding search, you're cool at this game. Go 6. We get another one. This way we can go 5, 6, and then 7 with Ichiji. Play Sabo as well. Interesting. Yep. Hopefully this will push him to 0 life. And now he'll have to have a Katakuri or a Yamato to survive this game. Because now he's at 9 Dawn. He needs one or the other to win the game. Or at least stay alive, right? Because Yamato's not popping anything, but she does allow him to heal 1. Okay, so he doesn't have anything relevant. Cool. That's going to kill Pudding, and I'm guessing that's going to go for Ichiji. Yep. We'll let this one go, and then I'll protect out here. 9k, give him... I guess it doesn't really matter here, right? We can give him the Kaya, and then I think this is game. Yep. We can go 14. Good game, buddy. It seems like today we're just destined to play against Bonnie. So I'm sorry if you guys are tired of seeing Bonnie. This is going to be one of those very tough matchups to be able to beat at locals, at regional events. She's a very, very good deck. But I do think playing Reiju into this list, it heavily favors Bonnie. Like, I would think that, just because, again, we don't have the removal pieces that you would normally have in something like a Doflamingo or a Boa Hancock deck. So, we have to be a little bit more consistent and have certain pieces in our deck. That way we can actually, you know, do the upgrade thing, but each their own. In any case, let's go AK to face here. And then we'll discard a Chopper with a German Kingdom. That's 1 damage. This isn't so great. But we'll take the Black Bug. Just in case, because in this matchup, Black Bug's actually pretty favorable. We can get rid of the Monk. We can get rid of Bonnie. We can get rid of a lot of problematic cards. This is Cavendish as well, so... Okay, that's not too bad. 7 cards in hand. Let's just put on pressure, I think. Let's go 6k with lead. And then we'll drop Ichiji down and see what she wants to do. I imagine she blocks out, considering she put this, you know, the blocker in the way. Maybe she doesn't have counter in hand, but I could be wrong. I need a 2k here at the very least. Cool. We'll take those. Now I can do one of 2 things. We can leave him on board, which he will probably survive, I think, right? Because they don't have a lot of removal. He should survive. But it's a possibility that she might be running with some jank in this list. So let's go ahead and just upgrade just in case. You never really know what people are running nowadays. We'll go 7 lead. Considering she let Bart go, and she didn't give me a 2k when I attacked her with 6, I'm guessing she doesn't have a lot of counter in hand. That was a 0 cost event and a Zoro there, by the way. Crazy. We can get rid of a Pudding. We can draw into another Reiju. That does kind of suck. I was looking for Ichiji there. Goes 5. I'll give him the 2k Sanji. I probably should have given the Reiju, but at least we have something to throw away for our stage for this turn. And I need to find another Ichiji here. That way we can keep applying pressure. Please. Okay. Reiju is destined to be in my hand, apparently. We have one in trash as well, so... Now watch. We'll do her effect, right? And then we'll draw into an Ichiji. Guarantee. Okay, never mind. There's 2, so we'll take one of these. But I need the 4 cost, though. Kaya, can we get there? No. So we'll discard this, discard that, it's fine. Alright, we'll play down Reiju, go 7 with lead and 7 with Ichiji here. Do the thing. Watch. What'd I say? Goodness. Although Judge is kind of meh. This is why we only run 1 of him. Sometimes you can play him down, he's pretty valuable, but most of the time he's kind of just a throwaway card. Sometimes he does do a thing, but realistically not so much. I am tempted on cutting him out of the deck and just entirely, just putting in something else that makes more sense. Alright, so there's Cavendish. And a Bonnie. That sucks. I don't think they'll attack with Hawkins. So we can get rid of a Reiju here. Will you attack with Hawkins, that is? I hope not. Just pass the turn, let me go. Thank you. Alright, so we got 2 ETGs there. Not too bad. Let's bottom deck the Cavendish here. Use stage. I guess we can drop this for now. We draw another one of these. So next turn we're ready to go. This turn I guess we just go 7 and 5, or 7 and 6, sorry. This should be guaranteed. Yep. And then you can block out with Basil here. Why would you do that? Alright. I'm not sure why they didn't block with Basil Hawkins there. A little interesting. Get a stage off this. Give you the 2K. Ah, I see. Alright. We can still get around this though. We can still do it. It's gonna be tough, but we can still get there. Throw this away. We draw the 2K counter here, which is much more viable than Reiju, I think. Let's just get a Judge on board. He's not going to do all too much right now, to be fair. We only can get down an ETG and then Reiju on board, which isn't too bad, but next turn we can actually get down another ETG and go for game. This way we can go ahead and use the leader abilities, or use the abilities here. Let's swing into it. Just let it go. Okay, alright. I really should have attached that Dawn to him, but it wouldn't have mattered considering they gave me a 2K counter. I think they have to go for game this turn, and if they don't, they will lose. She could play another Dofi down and lock down, you know, Reiju, ETG, and leader, but then we still have another ETG and a Judge to attack. So I think she has to try clearing board here. Okay. Just go in face. We have to guard this, at the very least. There's that. I think I'm going to take the next hit here. This way she's tempted to give all Dawn to like Basil Hawkins or leader that go for the game. We have enough counter in hand to survive. Okay, just going 7. We'll take it. Give you a Sora and an ETJ here. ETG. Give you a Sora and ETG. 3 cards left. I think she has to try to go for it, right? There's Hody. Yep. Sure. That's fine. You know, it might have been a little risky, but we got there, boys. Okay. We don't even have to do this, do we? 4 cards in hand. I think we can just start attacking. Overall, it wasn't bad though. This is our second, or no, this is our second Bonnie today. Okay. And good game. Well played. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll dive into another deck list here on the channel, which should be out maybe tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling when it comes to, you know, my allergies today. But overall, we do have a very, very big event coming up here on our local scene over here at Gaming Giant, which is in the Fairfax area of Virginia. So if you guys are in this area, come through, come say hi to your boy. At the end of the day, we will be playing with around like 30 to 50 people. Like, I know that sounds like a big difference, but our local scene is pretty huge out this way. In any case, there's prize support, of course, and then the winner is also going to receive a custom Doflamingo playmat. So that's going to be pretty cool. Now, with that being said, this will be at Gaming Giant. This is going to be one of the bigger local scenes out here on the coast. Again, we average about 30 to 50 people every Sundays and Tuesdays, which is kind of wild. That's about 4 to 6 games, depending on, you know, wins and losses. But come through, come play some games, come shout out at your local community here, buy some product. We do have a bunch of singles, people looking to trade, sell cards, all that sort of thing. Come get all your One Piece needs and other TCGs as well. In any case, we're going to dive back into this game here and see what we can cook up. We do know Moria does have Kuzan on board, and I have an opportunity of playing down Ichiji here. But Ichiji is only going to survive for 1 turn due to Kuzan being on board. We'll take this one as well. I think it's probably better to wait and Blackbug Kuzan next turn, just so we have a safe route of playing Ichiji down. Of course, you could have like Ice Age or whatever, but this is why we're going to putting him, just in case. Now, this way, he has to work a little harder if he did have removal in hand. We'll take this hit. I really don't want to give him out my 2k counters here. Ooh, never mind. See you later, buddy. Sakazuki, I love it. Very, very good card for this deck. Definitely give it a shot. He allows you to filter out your plays or your hand when it comes to Moria and fill up your trash with cards you actually need for your leader ability. Alright, let's get down Ichiji here. We can do quite a bit of pressure here, and hopefully he doesn't have instant removal. 3 Dawn active. What else do we do here? We can play down Chopper and Kaya. Kaya can filter out the Reiju and the Ichiji. Or we can just save it, because we know he's going to swing in at 7k for next turn. This way we can protect Ichiji without problem. But let's go 8k with lead. Let's go 7k with lead. Go 8k with Ichiji. Nice. Alright. Our trash is looking okay. It's not the best. We need some other pieces in here to actually make this a thing. We haven't really seen any small Reijus yet either, which is pretty bad. It's not hard for me to counter out and get my hand down to 5 to draw 3 cards, but we haven't seen any little Reijus, so that's very disappointing. He got himself another Sakazuki. So he can't pop me this turn, which is nice, unless he had an Ice Age into a, what's the tiger called? Absalon. Yeah, he could do that. We'll counter out here. Is he going to Ice Age me? Let me survive 1 turn. Okay. 3 Dawn left after if he uses his leader ability here. No leader ability? Okay. Cool. Sabo. Remember, I talked about Blackbug earlier. Now is the time for Blackbug to do its thing. Let's bottom deck the Sabo. We have 4 Dawn left to play around with. We can get rid of the Ichiji or Judge here in this scenario, or Reiju. What's in trash here? Another Ichiji? Okay. We're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Let's go ahead and drop this. Sweet. We got there, boys. We'll go 5 lead. If he takes this, he might be able to lose the game. Maybe. Okay, never mind. Let's clear Sakazuki here. And we draw another one. That kind of sucks. I needed something with counter power. But we'll clear that. Go 7 lead. This is where he Gecko Morias into like a Rebecca and just wins the game, right? 5. Here comes the Moria. No? A Hina Sakazuki combo. Interesting. 4 cards in hand. How do we do this in one game? Let's take the Kaya, or the Sora, sorry. We can play down Sora, grab back another Ichiji from trash. This way we can play down another Ichiji and another Ichiji. So now we have, what, 4 attacks this turn? Because we have 2 in trash here. He has 4 cards in hand. I think we can get away with this. At least I hope so. Because this is... yeah, this is 4 swings. The other way around it would have been to just go 12k Ichiji and then 10k with Reiju's, or I can gun 11-11. Good game? Oh no. Oh well. We tried, boys. We tried. I guess depending on what he does here, that's a 9k here, 9k Hina, and then you go 9k Moria. We need 1k counter. Just one. Alright, good game. Yo, I did my best. I tried it. It was a very, very good game. We were close. Just 1k counter short. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last game for the day. I do hope you guys enjoyed this one thus far. I'm sorry if I don't sound like my normal self. Again, it's my allergies. They're kicking my butt. I'm almost through it. The next video should be better. At least I hope so. In any case, we're going to dive into another one, playing against another Bonnie. So hopefully, this one won't be too much trouble. The other ones were not. Not saying that we just had really good draws and they were bad, or vice versa. I think this is a very unfavorable matchup for us sometimes, depending on what pieces we see. But we'll see. Let's take this for now. This way we can remove pretty much all the valuable targets that Bonnie likes to play on board. Go 7 in lead. And then we have an opportunity of playing down Chopper or drawing cards. I'd rather draw cards here. So get us 3, we pass turn. Those are pretty good. It's a pretty good hand right now. There's a Cavendish. Go 6. I kind of want to counter out early. Okay, let's remove this first. This will be a problem. Get rid of that. We'll take the 2k counter here. Do we have enough Dawn for this, though? Yeah, we do. Okay. Bot deck that. Because she's at 5. She goes to 7 next turn. Which means Cavendish was going to put in work. Definitely was going to put in work there. I need to find a 4-cost Ichiji, though. Let's just go 6. She's going to rest the other one. Yep. Got a 2k. Goes 5. I'll keep this on board. Sure. There he is. Let's go new states first. We'll toss the Chopper. We'll draw the second one. Minus 2k here. Alright, so again, she's going to rest probably Leader and or Reiju here. I think it's probably better for us just to go 8k with Ichiji. So I cannot... Or we can just go 7. No, let's go 8. Let's go 8. This will at least get a damage in, right? Or give me 2 cards in hand. Yep. 7 here as well. Cool. We have the pudding in case we need to use it. Where's the Bonnie? Freezes that. We're going to counter out this as well. I don't think she'll swing in with Basil. And if she does, she is in trouble. Unless she has another blocker to hit the board here. Alright, fair. Got our second pudding. Let's do another. take this. We'll go to minus 2k on Basil again. We get a black bug. We can bottom deck the monk. The Bonnie is not really much of an issue. Let's go 7 here first. Sure. Oh wow, okay. I can still swing 5 though successfully, because Basil's a 5k as well. There's no way they take this. Okay, they actually give me counter instead. Huh. So pudding lost a lot of value. Maybe I should have played pudding first? Perhaps? Maybe. But now we can throw this away and draw something else. Ooh, we'll take this. What's in trash? Yeah, we're good, Okay, so we need one more Ichi-Chi here, or to just be able to play Sora next turn. We'll bot deck that. In hindsight, I should have bottom decked the monk, I think. But who's to say? Because the monk isn't going to swing, and I don't think Basil Hawkins is going to swing anytime soon either. Yo, you are really inclined on taking Reiju out for some reason. But no, you can't have her for free. I'm sorry. Zoro, that's an issue. Well, boys, it's been fun. But, I don't see us getting out of this game now. Kid I was okay with, because we could have just done the Ichi-Chi thing and then minused it to 6k and ran over it. But Zoro, on the other hand, that's a lot of damage. We'll take the 1-drop here. What else do we need here? I think we need to find another Ichi-Chi. Actually, we can play Sora down instead here. We can discard the 7-drop. Take this. Play Sora. Or play Ichi-Chi, sorry. Darn. Imagine if we drew another one off that ability, off the leader ability. That'd been awesome. Alright. Not so bad though. We go 7 lead. I imagine they're going to take a lot of these hits. So I hope so. You got to guard out eventually. Because Hawkins hasn't done anything besides stand there the whole game. Give me a blocker. Okay. Weird. What else is in trash? Okay, so we have a little Reiju in there as well. Let's go 5. Alright. So we can replace the Sora with Reiju to draw some cards, or we can do it this way around, that way we have another one in trash to pick up. And we drew absolutely nothing that was valuable. I mean, we at least got a 2k back from it, which isn't too bad. We'll give you this. Oh, now you want to be aggressive. Okay, alright. We'll counter out. And we'll block off the Basil Hawkins too, in case she decides to attack with that as well. I'd imagine they would be, considering Zoro can swing 3 times. Yep. I can't guard this, so I have to take this in. Nice. Okay, so if any of these are counter here, I think we got the game. Okay, another 2k. Are we chilling? Are we chilling? We're chilling, boys. Good game, buddy. That's right. We deserved this one after that Moria game. Crazy. Nice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody who decided to make it into the end of the video today, in which we are going to go over the final deck variation of Reiju here for OP07, at least for me. Now, For those of you out there who do not have access to this Sanji because you guys didn't go to the event, or you don't have an event near you that held this, or your locals may be too far away or whatever, the only way you're going to gain access to this card is if your best friend, your next door neighbor, your grandma, they have access to Sanji and they're willing to sell and or trade it to you. Other than that, maybe a kind soul over there at one of your locals has this and is willing to sell or trade to you. If not, you got to go and find these on TCG Player. They range between $11 to $12 each right now. So that's a downside. If you guys have no access to these, you have two other options when it comes to your 2K counters, which are your Kaya. These allow you to draw 2 and trash 2 cards, which really help out the Reiju. Realistically, this is what my deck is going to look like. If I didn't have the Sanjis, I would do something like this, to be fair with you. We'd do this. And that's just because these are very consistent in Kaya, or sorry, in Reiju, but they do brick the deck as well, considering they are not Vinsmoke. Other than that, the Foxxy package, I like it. I think it's pretty good. Having a Porche that allows you to search out either a chopper blocker, which is a 2 cost, relatively cheap, and then you can also search out your 2K counter, and Gina is really, really nice. This effect is irrelevant considering you don't have a Foxxy leader, so do keep that in mind. She's just a 2K that you can pull off of this search. That's it. Other than these cards here, you will be whiffing and or bricking quite a bit depending on your ratios. But overall, this has been what I've been playing around with when it comes to Reiju. I, of course, have always opted in Black Bug. I enjoy this card. I really wish you guys would pick it up and give it a shot. I think it's pretty strong in this current metagame. It's similar to 3000 Worlds, except for this has a, on-play ability you have to meet the requirement for, such as Dawn requirement, which isn't really difficult, again, considering you are playing Reiju. But this allows you to bottom deck problem cards, such as Borsalino, Sabo, any other threats that green can drop down on board for you as well, such as Cavendish's, or the, what are they called, the Monk? Whatever his name is. Urog, right? I always butcher his name, so... this guy. So you can remove these guys as well from Bonnie, which this is a problem to deal with. But overall, this has been my Reiju deck list. I do hope you guys give it a shot. Let me know what you think about it. Leave your thoughts and your opinions in the comments below. We can go over them as a community, help out your other community members down there as well. Come hop in the Discord, come tell me I suck. It is what it is. I will catch you guys in the very next video, which we will be having a double feature here this week. As long as my allergies go away tomorrow, we will have another video tomorrow as well. But in any case, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. I'll see y'all later.